Welcome, jewels of inestimable value. Miladies, the mind that seeks truth is not swayed by the noise of the crowd. When it comes to Sigma females, there's something about their presence that commands attention without trying. They live by their own rules, think differently, and reject anything that wastes their time or energy. What makes them so compelling is their refusal to conform to the expectations society throws at them. In a world obsessed with trends, superficial conversations, and approval-seeking, Sigma females move quietly, avoiding the traps that snare others. Today, we're diving into the 10 things intelligent Sigma females never engage with, because in their pursuit of authenticity, they know exactly what to avoid. Number 1. Stay away from toxic relationship. Intelligent Sigma females stay far away from toxic relationships because they know exactly what they cost: their peace, energy, and mental well-being. They've learned that no matter how much you invest in someone, whether it's a friend, partner, or even a family member, if the relationship is built on manipulation, constant drama, or emotional drain, it's not worth the toll it takes on your life. These women value their personal growth too much to allow someone else's dysfunction to derail their progress. They understand the importance of healthy boundaries and aren't afraid to cut ties with anyone who consistently disrespects those boundaries. What sets Sigma females apart is their deep self-awareness. They recognize the signs of a toxic relationship early: gaslighting, guilt-tripping, or someone always playing the victim, and they're quick to step back before things spiral. They won't hang around trying to fix someone who refuses to see their own issues or change their behavior. They know it's not their job to save anyone, especially at the cost of their own happiness. Sigma females are independent enough to walk away without hesitation, even if it means being alone for a while. For them, solitude is far better than being stuck in a draining relationship. This decisiveness often shocks people because most tend to linger in unhealthy dynamics, hoping things will magically improve. But Sigma females don't operate that way. They're brutally honest with themselves about what serves them and what doesn't. If someone's bringing nothing but negativity, they'll walk out without looking back. It's not a lack of empathy, it's self-preservation, and they've mastered it. Their mental clarity and inner peace are too valuable to be sacrificed for anyone, no matter who they are. Number 2. Comparing themselves to others. Intelligent Sigma. Females avoid comparing themselves to others because they know it's a losing game. They understand that comparison only leads to insecurity, self-doubt, and frustration. There's always going to be someone who appears to have more, whether it's success, beauty, or status. And Sigma females are smart enough to realize that measuring their own worth against someone else's life is pointless. They focus on their own journey, knowing that everyone's path is different, and what works for someone else may not be right for them. This mindset gives them a distinct edge. Instead of wasting energy trying to live up to someone else's standards or achievements, Sigma females are busy building the life that makes them happy. They trust their own process and don't get sidetracked by what others are doing. They aren't envious of someone else's success because they know their time will come. And when it does, it will be on their own terms. It's this level of self-assurance that allows them to remain calm and focused, even when the world around them is obsessed with competition and comparison. What's even more remarkable is how this attitude fosters true contentment. By staying in their lane, Sigma females avoid the emotional roller coaster that comes with constantly feeling like they need to catch up or prove themselves. They don't need the latest trends, the flashiest career moves, or the most Instagram-worthy moments to feel fulfilled. Instead, they find satisfaction in their personal growth and accomplishments, no matter how small or slow-paced they might seem to others. This self-contained confidence allows them to thrive in their own unique way, making them immune to the toxic cycle of comparison. In the end, they know that the only person they need to outdo is the person they were yesterday. Number 3. Never compromise their self-respect for a relationship. Intelligent Sigma females never compromise their self-respect for a relationship, no matter how much they care about someone. To them, self-respect is non-negotiable, And once that line is crossed, the relationship is doomed. They understand that a healthy partnership is built on mutual respect, not one person constantly sacrificing their dignity to keep things together. Sigma females know their worth and won't tolerate being mistreated, belittled, or made to feel less than, even in the name of love. When it comes to relationships, they set clear boundaries from the start. They expect honesty, loyalty, and consideration, and they give the same in return. However, the moment a partner disrespects them, whether through lies, manipulation, or taking them for granted, they don't hesitate to walk away. Sigma females are not afraid of being alone. In fact, they'd rather be single than in a relationship that chips away at their self-esteem. They've mastered the art of self-sufficiency, so they don't cling to someone just because they fear loneliness or the societal pressure to be in a relationship. Compromising self-respect for the sake of keeping someone around isn't in their DNA. They've seen how that story plays out, and it's always the same. Resentment builds, the power dynamics shift, and the person who sacrifices their self-worth ends up feeling trapped. Sigma females refuse to fall into that trap. They know that real love doesn't require them to diminish themselves or endure behavior that makes them question their value. If they have to choose between keeping a relationship and maintaining their self-respect, they'll always choose the latter. It's this unshakable commitment to themselves that makes Sigma females strong, independent, and ultimately unbreakable when it comes to matters of the heart. Number 4. Don't follow trends just to fit in. Intelligent Sigma. Females have no interest in following trends just to fit in. For them, being trendy often means sacrificing individuality for the sake of acceptance, and that's something they refuse to do. They know that trends come and go, but true identity lasts. Sigma females would rather stand out by being themselves than blend in by adopting whatever is popular at the moment. Whether it's fashion, lifestyle choices, or opinions, they're not swayed by what everyone else is doing. What sets them apart is their strong sense of self. They don't need the latest look or hottest social media fad to feel good about who they are. In fact, they often reject what's popular, not out of rebellion, but because they know most trends are fleeting and shallow. Sigma females value substance over style. They focus on what makes them unique rather than what makes them fit in, and that level of authenticity is rare. It's not about trying to be different for the sake of it. It's about staying true to what resonates with them on a deeper level. This mindset makes them incredibly confident and grounded. While others chase after the next big thing, Sigma females remain steady in their own lane. They don't feel the pressure to conform because they've already accepted that they don't need validation from the outside world. If something doesn't align with who they are, they're not going to follow it just because it's in style. This rejection of trends isn't an act of superiority. It's a reflection of their commitment to living authentically. In a world where so many people follow the crowd, Sigma females are perfectly content creating their own path, one that's built on individuality and self-assurance, not fleeting popularity. Number 5. Don't participate in office politics. Intelligent Sigma females steer clear of office politics because they see it for what it truly is, a waste of time and energy. They have no interest in playing mind games, gossiping, or manipulating situations to climb the corporate ladder. For them, participating in office politics only distracts from the real work that matters. Instead of getting caught up in petty rivalries or power struggles, they focus on delivering results. Sigma females let their performance speak for itself, knowing that their achievements will outshine any backdoor maneuvering others might rely on. This refusal to engage in office politics often gives them an air of mystery and independence. While others are busy strategizing how to one-up their colleagues or curry favor with higher-ups, Sigma females are operating on their own terms. They don't need to align themselves with office cliques or try to outsmart others through manipulation. Their mindset is simple. Let your work do the talking, and success will follow naturally. By staying above the fray, they maintain their integrity and credibility, which ultimately earns them the respect of both their peers and superiors. Sigma females understand that office politics can create a toxic environment, breeding mistrust and undermining teamwork. Rather than feeding into that negativity, they prefer to maintain a professional distance. They value direct communication, honesty, and collaboration over secret agendas and backstabbing. This attitude keeps them grounded, allowing them to focus on their goals without being distracted by the noise around them. Ultimately, their decision to avoid office politics sets them apart as leaders, even if they don't hold formal titles. They move through the workplace with quiet confidence, uninterested in games or manipulation. Their focus is always on doing their best work, and that's why they excel. No politics required. Number 6, don't stay in stagnant relationships. Intelligent Sigma females refuse to stay in stagnant relationships because they value growth, both their own and their partners. For them, being stuck in a relationship that's going nowhere is like slowly suffocating. They understand that relationships should be about evolution, not just comfort or habit. If a relationship stops challenging them, stops inspiring them, or becomes a source of frustration without any sign of progress, they won't hesitate to leave. Sigma females aren't interested in just getting by in love. They want a connection that pushes them forward, one that evolves as they do. Staying in a stagnant relationship means accepting mediocrity, and that's something Sigma females simply won't do. They know their worth, and they aren't willing to compromise their potential for the sake of avoiding difficult decisions or uncomfortable conversations. When they sense that things aren't moving forward, whether it's emotionally, intellectually, or spiritually, they take action. This doesn't mean they give up easily, but they're not the type to endlessly hold on to something that's clearly not working just for the sake of keeping it alive. The decision to walk away might seem harsh to some, but for Sigma females it's about self-respect. They know that staying in a relationship that's stuck means limiting their own growth, and that's not a price they're willing to pay. They'd rather be alone than tethered to something that's not evolving. This mindset isn't about selfishness. It's about refusing to settle for less than they deserve and demanding more from life and love. Sigma females know that real love is dynamic. It's about two people growing together, challenging each other, and evolving in unison. If that's not happening, they'll make the hard choice to walk away, always knowing that their growth is non-negotiable. Number 7, don't engage in useless arguments. Intelligent Sigma females have a keen sense of where to invest their energy, and engaging in useless arguments is not on their agenda. They recognize that some discussions lead nowhere, serving only to drain emotional reserves and clutter the mind. For them, arguing over trivial matters is like trying to fill a bottomless pit. No matter how much time and effort they pour in, nothing substantial comes out. They prefer to save their breath for conversations that matter, discussions that either foster understanding or inspire growth. When faced with a pointless debate, Sigma females can quickly assess whether it's worth their time. They know that some people thrive on drama and conflict, eager to escalate trivial disagreements into full-blown disputes. Sigma females, however, find this exhausting and unproductive. They can choose to remain calm, often opting out of the back-and-forth banter that others might engage in just to feel heard. Instead of getting dragged into unnecessary conflicts, they will often take a step back, choosing silence or a gentle nod of acknowledgement over petty squabbles. This ability to sidestep useless arguments not only preserves their mental energy, but also positions them as strong, self-assured individuals. It's a subtle power move. By not participating in the drama, they allow others to reveal their insecurities and immaturity. Sigma females know that life is too short to waste on pointless debates. They focus on what enriches their lives and pushes them forward, choosing to engage in conversations that uplift or educate, rather than those that only serve to escalate tensions. Ultimately, their time is precious, and they refuse to squander it on fights that lead to nowhere, embodying a sense of clarity that's both refreshing and empowering. Number 8, overcommitting to pleasing others. Intelligent Sigma females understand the delicate balance between kindness and self-neglect, and they refuse to overcommit to pleasing others at the expense of their own well-being. They are naturally empathetic, often attuned to the needs and feelings of those around them. However, they know that constantly putting others first can lead to emotional exhaustion and resentment. Rather than bending over backward to make everyone happy, Sigma females prioritize their own needs and desires, recognizing that self-care is not selfish, it's essential. Overcommitting to please others often results in a loss of identity. Sigma females are aware that when they stretch themselves too thin trying to accommodate everyone, they risk losing sight of their own goals and values. They refuse to be the chameleons who change colors to fit into every situation or mood, and they're not afraid to say no when necessary. This ability to set boundaries stems from their deep understanding of self-worth and personal limits. They know that every yes should come from a place of genuine desire, not obligation. Moreover, Sigma females recognize the importance of authenticity in their relationships. They want connections that are based on mutual respect and understanding, not on the expectation that they must always be the giver. By stepping back from the urge to overcommit, they invite healthier dynamics where both parties feel valued. This doesn't mean they abandon kindness. Rather, they direct their efforts toward people who appreciate them for who they are, not just what they can do for others. In the end, Sigma females are fiercely independent. Their focus is on creating a life that reflects their true selves. By resisting the urge to overcommit to others, they cultivate relationships built on authenticity and respect, ensuring that they remain the powerful, unique individuals they are meant to be. Number 9. Overindulging in nostalgia. Intelligent Sigma. Females recognize that while nostalgia can be a comforting refuge, overindulging in it can become a dangerous trap. It's easy to get lost in the allure of the good old days, where everything seems simpler, happier, and more fulfilling. This longing for the past can create a sense of inertia, making it hard to engage with the present or plan for the future. For Sigma females, who thrive on growth and self-discovery, getting stuck in nostalgia is not just unproductive, it's a betrayal of their own potential. While they might fondly remember past experiences, they understand that dwelling on what once was often overshadows what could be. Overindulging in nostalgia can lead to unrealistic comparisons between the past and the present, fueling dissatisfaction and discontent. Sigma females refuse to let rose-colored memories blind them to the richness of their current experiences. They embrace change as a fundamental aspect of life, knowing that growth comes from embracing the here and now rather than clinging to faded memories. Furthermore, nostalgia can often cloud judgment, making it tempting to romanticize relationships or situations that were ultimately unhealthy or unfulfilling. Sigma females are savvy enough to recognize this danger. They take a step back, reflecting critically on their past without allowing it to define them. Instead of viewing their experiences as lost opportunities, they see them as valuable lessons that inform their present choices. Ultimately, Sigma females channel their energy into creating new memories and experiences rather than reminiscing about the past. They actively seek out opportunities for growth and exploration, reminding themselves that life is a dynamic journey. By refusing to overindulge in nostalgia, they cultivate a mindset that welcomes change, champions self-discovery, and empowers them to write their own compelling narratives in the present and future. Number 10. Over-explaining their boundaries. Intelligent Sigma. Females don't feel the need to over-explain their boundaries. They know where they stand, and they expect others to respect that without needing a long-winded justification. To them, boundaries are simple. They're there to protect their peace, their time, and their energy. If someone crosses a line, the Sigma female won't spend hours trying to convince them why it's an issue. She'll state it clearly, and that's that. There's power in being direct, and Sigma females embrace that power fully. Over-explaining often comes from a place of insecurity or feeling the need to be liked. Sigma females are past that. They're not seeking approval or permission to have boundaries. They're simply enforcing what's non-negotiable for them. Whether it's in relationships, friendships, or work, they don't feel the pressure to justify their decisions to others. If someone can't handle their boundaries, that's on them, not on the Sigma female to fix or explain away. This straightforward approach often leaves others in awe, sometimes even intimidated. People aren't used to such clarity and confidence in a world where so many are eager to please. Sigma females know that boundaries aren't up for debate, and by not explaining them over and over, they avoid the draining cycle of convincing someone of their worth. It's a bold stance, but one that commands respect. In the end, Sigma females save themselves time, energy, and emotional exhaustion by cutting out the need for endless explanations. They understand that the people who genuinely respect them will understand their boundaries without needing a detailed breakdown. And for those who don't, well, Sigma females won't waste their time. They draw the line and they move on, knowing that their boundaries are there for a reason and don't require endless discussion. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the extraordinary traits of intelligent Sigma females, be sure to subscribe to our channel. By joining our community, you'll stay updated on empowering content designed to inspire your unique journey. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below. If this video resonated with you, give it a like and share it with anyone who could benefit from the message. Let's celebrate the power of self-discovery together. Thanks for watching, Jules. See you in the next video. Bye for now and stay blessed.